Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel, and here we are. It's Saturday, July the 8th, 2023, and this is Saturday Happenings. And I'm excited about last week's video. I like to review the videos and maybe some of the comments and stuff from the previous week and tell you what's coming up next week and what I'm working on. So last week was a pretty busy video week. Like I don't know, sometimes I just have a bunch of videos to put up. And you know, that brings me to a question. Sometimes people schedule like they just do specific videos a week or certain amount of videos a week. And I have a hard time doing that because sometimes I just have a bunch of stuff that I do videos on. And if I post them way out, it's just not as fun. So there's periods where I have a lot of videos during the week, and then there's might be a couple of weeks that I only have maybe 2 or 3. So I'm really having a hard time pinning myself down to a certain number of videos. And then I like doing the little shorts too. So I don't know. I'm just going for it. So I hope you guys enjoy the videos I put out, and sometimes I hope you don't think I put too many or too few. But we'll come to a happy medium in there somewhere, I'm sure. Anyway, last week, the first video I did was the freezer meat challenge, of course, on Sunday, and there will be another one tomorrow. But last week I took out a London broil, and it's a big piece of meat, and that's sometimes can be a real tough piece of meat, but I did it with as a Mississippi roast in the crock pot, and it was delicious. So good. But there was a lot of comments about people they do like a pork butt, or they do chicken with that Mississippi where you do the peppers and all that stuff, and it was delicious. And I can totally see how good shredded chicken would be done that way, or a pork slice. Oh my gosh. So just good. And I think it's just good with pretty much any kind of meat. So that was a good one. And then I did the mushrooms in broth. I'm kind of excited about that. So I love having home canned mushrooms. I just think they are better than store-bought, and I just like the consistency of them and the flavor. But with this video, I did the regular video. I linked that because it would just be redundant to do the same processing again. But this one, what I did was I did mushrooms, and I did it in broth, chicken broth and beef broth. And I think it's going to be good, because originally my friend Peg and I were talking about it. We're like, would that like take over the flavor of the mushrooms? And then I was talking to my other friend Sam, and we're like, you know, maybe it wouldn't, but we won't know unless we try. So we did it, and I am excited about having those on my shelf. Now I've got to think about like the chicken. I'm thinking like when I do the chicken noodle casserole, to use the broth in there, because you know how you have to add milk or something to like loosen up, but thin out the cream of chicken soup or the cream of mushroom soup. And this would just add more flavor. So I'm excited about using that. And the beef one, I've got a plan. Okay. The Pantry Cooking for 2 Tuesday. That was the thing I told you guys that I wanted to start doing, because a lot of people comment on cooking for smaller portions. And one of the things I've done is I have pretty much most of my canning has been in pints, or at the biggest, 1.5 pints, because it's just the 2 of us now, so I don't need to make such big meals. So I'm making smaller meals, and people have commented on that, and I know it's kind of popular. So I'm doing cooking for 2 Tuesdays. So every Tuesday, I'm going to try to come up with a recipe that is cooking for 2 from the pantry. So it'd be like home canned whatever to either enhance or create the whole meal for 2. So I did that. And what I did this past Tuesday, super simple. I do this all the time, where I take chicken, put it in a burrito, put some salsa in there, I put cheese in there. But the trick to making it really good is to grill the burrito. So I put a little spray oil in my electric skillet, and I put the burritos on there and turn them, and it makes like that brown, crispy kind of like such goodness. So that's what I did, and that was really good. I like that. And then we've got this huge focus on the meat from the freezer, and taking food out of the freezer, meals and stuff like that, for 6 months. I wanted to show you guys a little freezer organization, because there's been a number of times people commented on how I label my packages that go in the freezer, so it's easy for me to see what I have and to pick things out. I already know what I'm picking for tomorrow. So, and I can't tell you. Anyway, I'm so excited. Anyway, so freezer organization. And then I also did, let me see, freezer organization, and then I did the video of the Mississippi London broil. which turned out delicious. I already told you that. And then I did a video on freezing leftovers, because a lot of people will get like the vacuum sealer and then they never use it for things that are more liquid, like chili, or like that chicken pot pie that I did in the crock pot or the slow cooker. And I love having that because sometimes recipes will make so much and you get tired. And one of you actually said, I don't mind leftovers, but I don't like leftovers. So once we've had leftovers once from a meal, I like to freeze it and then say it's a whole new meal later. It's not leftovers. Anyway, so I did the chicken pot pie mix, or, cooked. And then the trick on just kind of freezing it, or pretty much almost fully freezing it and then vacuum sealing it, makes it so much better. You don't get broth, you don't get liquid coming out into your vacuum sealer. So I did the video on that. And that was cool. And I just love using it for things like chili, stuff like that. Let me get my coffee. I love my morning coffee. Anyway, so I did that video. Now, hold on, I gotta go get something. Okay, I had to go get my little thing. So when you do YouTube videos, after a while, and I said this in these videos coming up for you, but you get contacted and people will say, oh, will you show our product in your video? And I have never really done that. And the majority of the ones like I get are like gamers, show this game or show this technology. I am not a techie person and I'm not a gamer. And my channel is clearly not gaming, so I always decline. But sometimes some things will come up and they're pretty cool. And recently, some of my YouTube friends showed this. I got the video to do it and I was like, not going to do it because I just don't. But I'm super excited about it now because I saw them do this product and I thought, wait, that looks really cool. Previously, I had done a product similar to this that I just bought on my own. And then I saw this one and I thought, this is really, really cool. So the company sent me one to show you guys, and that video will be later today. And it's a product review on this VP05. This is the vacuum sealer for mason jars. It's awesome. I love this. And I have to show you in the video today at about 2 my time. A video is already scheduled as a product review for this. And I am grateful that they sent it to me because it's awesome. So be sure and check that video out later this afternoon to see how I use it and how cool it is. Okay, that video will be later today. And then it seems like things run in threes. So I had this, and then I had 2 other things that companies reached out to me and said, hey, could you try these out? And I thought, you know what, these 2 things are something, these 3 things, but the next other 2 things are, I'm waiting for one in the mail, and one I just got yesterday. Love it. So I've got a couple of product review videos, and I don't usually do those because I don't want to just promote things that I don't think are really good. So the video I have for Monday is a review of a product that I already bought something from them a long time ago that I absolutely love. So I know it's a quality product. So I did a review and I love these. So I'm going to show you that on Monday. Will be a review of a really cool product. And they got like Amazon Prime deals. And on Tuesday, my Pantry Cooking for 2 Tuesday, I'm actually using one of the things that I reviewed on Monday for the food, to put the food in. So you're going to see it in use. So super cool. I love these. Now I'm waiting for, I think, one more thing from them, which I think is going to be really cool. And then a whole nother thing, which I think is cool. So anyway, I don't usually do those product reviews, but you know, I will only do them if I really think they're a good product. It's something that I would have in my home. So there's that. So Monday, Tuesday. And then the mushrooms, I know I've already thought about what I'm going to take out of my freezer for tomorrow's video and how I'm going to use it later in the week. And I'm going to use it with the beef broth mushrooms. I have in my head how I want this to happen. I think it's going to be good. So we're doing that. So that's all I have for this week so far. I've got later today the VP05 vacuum sealer for your mason jars. And then Monday I have a product review which I think is really a cool product. Tuesday I'm doing the Pantry Cooking for 2 Tuesday, and I'm actually going to use the product from Monday. And then some later in the week, I haven't made this video yet, but later in the week I've got my cooking video using my meat from the freezer. So that's all I have set. But who knows what else will come up. Today I have to go out and I've got a couple things. I got to go out and I got to kind of pull some radishes. I'm looking at it's kind of an icky day. That's why I didn't do my Saturday video outside. But I need to go water my garden. I've got some radishes I need to pick. I've got some Swiss chard I need to pick. I've got some kale I need to pick. And then just stuff like that. And then I have to go up to Vi's. She's got one of those things that every year your insurance company has to do, like, it's weird that it's on Saturday too, but they have to do like either a home visit or they're doing it virtually. They started doing that. So I have to go up to her house with my computer and get that all set up. And then over the week, I don't know if I've told you this, but Brian has become, well, a while ago, we took an AARP driving course. It's not like you actually drive. It's just an in the classroom, like 6 or 8 hour course. I actually learned a lot. Like, I've driven for 50, not quite 50 years, but getting close. And gosh, that's true. I've driven for 48 years. Wow. Anyway, so the thing is, all those years I never adjusted my side view mirrors correctly. And then they showed us that, and I was like, what? That is awesome. So you learn a lot. But when we were up there, you know, Brian's retired, and actually in the Navy for a large period of time. At the end of his career, he was an instructor at the Naval School of Health Sciences. He taught anatomy and physiology. He taught a whole bunch of stuff. So he was retired, and we went to this, and they're like, well, we used to have 17 instructors who did our region, and over COVID, you know, they left or whatever, and we only have one left. So they're saying, if you know anybody that wants to do it, and I'm like, this guy, because he needs something to do, right? So I hooked him up to be an instructor for the AARP driving course. So this week we have like 4. He's been doing these virtual classes, but then they want me to be his kind of it's called an ambassador. Basically, I'm his assistant. I'll make the phone calls and verify people that are coming, give him directions, make sure his little workbooks are all done, organize his classroom. So this week we have like 3 little training videos to do. So they're like a virtual training. So we're going to do that. And I'm excited. And I did a video of, I did a short and then a post. But I'm pretty satisfied with how this little chicken topper has turned out. See there? So these are machine embroidery. These little chickens in there. That's not fabric. Somebody asked where I got this pattern of, see that little chicken? Where I got that pattern. And this is not fabric print. This is actually machine embroidery. And these little designs on the square plaid are also machine embroidery. And I thought I had some of this backing left to do the back of it, but I don't. I have the polka dot. So today, or the next day, I'm going to back it and bind it. And there will be my chicken table runner that I actually was just making for the county fair. Because I don't expect to win ribbons on these things, but I like to see more entries. I think the more entries there are, the more there's to look at, and that's kind of cool. But I also made this. I think this is super cool. This is like a machine embroidery. It's like a little chicken with eggs, and it's embroidered on one side, but, you know, the little designs. But I think that's kind of cute. That's kind of a cutie thing. I hang that in the window in my craft room. But I'm going to enter that too. I'm just going to enter a bunch of stuff because I think the more entries people have to look at the fair, the more fun it is. And I don't even care if I win anything. But anyway, there's that. And then my next thing was, over the next few months, I'm going to go back and look at old videos where I didn't really have great lighting or I didn't really have great audio. And I think I'm going to spend maybe this winter, the winter months, remaking some of my old videos. Because honestly, I have always done my videos that at the time of doing my video, that the information was approved and correct, but this will also give me a chance to make sure that if there's been any updates to the procedures, or maybe I'm doing something in the boil water canner that I could then redo in the steam canner. So that's kind of what I'm going through my laptop, and I'm going back through old videos, and I'm going to make a list of them. And this is for you. If you have any videos you would like to see me remake, let me know, because I'll put those on my list. So that's what my plan is, maybe for the winter months. So there's that. Try to redo some of those videos and make them more up-to-date and pertinent to today's information. So that's it. That's it for me, for my Saturday Happenings video. Now, what time is it? I gotta, ooh, it's almost 10:30. I gotta get this video uploaded and I gotta get up to Vi's by noon so that we can get her set up for her virtual visit. And I'm gonna take my little robot vacuum. I'm gonna take that up there, and she was at our house and we let it run and she was just impressed. So I'm gonna take it up there and let it run on her carpet. She'll get a kick out of that. So that's it for me. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Saturday, and next week I hope is wonderful. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.